today because I'm a bit low on battery. Okay, so making yourselves comfortable, everybody. So making any adjustments you need to, first of all. Create that imaginary barrier if you need to around you. And then when you're ready, just 2 or 3 deep breaths. And as you breathe out, just let go. Really feel that release, feel that you're releasing any stresses from the morning or from the week so far. But also as you let go, just feel heavy and really sink down towards the floor. And then just breathing naturally, taking this time just to be aware of how you feel. So being aware of any tension and any areas that feel tighter than usual. And using your breath, just try to release into those areas. So really feeling that sense of letting go each time you breathe out. So you're aiming to feel soft anywhere where you're holding on. But try not too hard, don't worry if you can't relax. And being aware of how you feel within yourself, so your energy levels and emotions, which vary from day to day. And that usual reminder that you do what is right for you and for your own body. Always stopping to rest if you need to. And then bring your awareness to the natural rhythm of your breath. So that soft, cool in-breath and a warm, releasing out-breath. And just notice that gentle rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. So focusing on your breath just helps you to keep your awareness inwards and on yourself. This is your time just for you. Allow yourself that time just to focus purely on yourself and be present. And then deepen your breath. Breathing in a feeling of lightness. And as you breathe out, let go, feel heavy and sink down towards the floor. And then if your knees are bent, just straighten your legs out on the floor in front of you. And then with your next breath in, stretch your arms up halfway, reach up to the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, bring them down by your head. And then lengthen your whole body. Just breathing naturally, stretch towards the fingertips. Push the heels away, keep that lengthening on the upper body. And then point your toes. And then completely relax. And then lift your arms, bend your knees. So knees to chest, and then ease into your back. So rocking from side to side or circling your knees around. And then ease into your hips. Rotate your knees apart and together 2 or 3 times in each direction. And then when you're ready, bring your knees to the center, take a deep breath in, and then breathing out, curl up. Bring your head to your knees and knees towards you. And then relax your head back down, straighten your left leg out on the floor, and then ease your right knee into your chest, first of all. And then straighten that leg up, and then relax your leg into your hands. So as always, if it's uncomfortable in the back of your knee, bend your knees slightly. Coming in enough just to bring that stretch to the back of the thigh without overstretching. And then using the breath to try and release any tension. So then push your heel up towards the ceiling. And then point your toes. Then circle your ankle one way and the other. And then relax your ankle and then place that foot to your left thigh. So your knees facing the ceiling. And then take your right arm out level with your shoulder. So you look down that arm and then with your other hand, gently bring your knee over to the left. Just as far as you can, keeping that right shoulder down on the floor. So as always, if you need to, you bring your arm down closer by your side. You relax that right hip and thigh as much as possible. So really try to let go in the lower body. Softening into your chest and shoulders. And remembering to relax your face. And every time you breathe out, feel that sense of release. And then carefully back to the center. Bring that knee in towards you and then curl up and bring your head to your knee. And then release. So then straighten out the right leg. Ease your left knee into your chest, first of all. And then straighten that leg up. And again, relax your leg into your hands. So just bringing that stretch to the back of the thigh. Make sure your leg is not shaking. So if it is, just ease off. Soften the knee if you need to. So softness as you breathe in, trying to let go and relax as you breathe out. And then pushing your heel up towards the ceiling. Point your toes. And then circle your ankle one way and the other. And then relax and place that foot to the right thigh. So knees up towards the ceiling. Left arm left with the shoulder. So you look down that arm. And then with your other hand, you bring your knee over to the right. So again, as far as you can, keeping that left shoulder down, but don't force it down. Releasing into that left hip and thigh, and also the lower back. So be aware of where you're holding on. And as you breathe out, just see if you can release into those areas. And again, softening into the chest and shoulders and relaxing your face. Every single time you breathe out, just gently trying to sink further down towards the floor. And then back to the center. So that knee comes in towards you. Curl up, head to knee. And then release. And then bring both knees into your chest and ease into your back. And then your feet to the floor, hip width for a bridge. So arms down by your side first of all, but they will come up and over your head. So all the time you're pressing down into your feet. So navel to spine. You're going to breathe in as the hips, bring your arms up. And then breathe out, take your arms down behind your head and in towards your ears. And then breathe in, bring the arms back up. And then as you breathe out, slowly roll your spine and your arms back down. So 3 times, nice long deep breaths. So you're breathing in, hips and arms lift, keep pressing into the feet. Breathing out, arms down behind you. And then breathe in as the arms come back up. And then nice and slow on that last out breath as you roll the spine back down. So 3 in total. And then when you're finished, you bring your knees into your chest. And then once you have brought the knees up, whenever you're ready, curl up, head to knees, knees towards you. And then release. I need to sneeze. I sneeze a lot lately. It's a good job I'm teaching just by myself. We're going to do the clock, everybody. It's all about your shoulders today, everyone. We're going to sort our postures out. I don't know why I've turned this way. It doesn't really matter. I'll show you, first of all, everyone. So you're going to come onto one side, and then you're going to tuck your knees up. So the knees are in line with the hips. So we're kind of 90 degrees here. Arms in line with shoulders, palms together. So you can have head on the floor or rest onto something. This is a quick sort of speeded up version. So your palm down, we're going to stretch the fingertips. You're aiming to keep your hand as low to the floor as you can. You'll look up and turn the palm up as you come around behind you, still trying to keep your hand low to the floor. And then you're going to cross over the thigh and then come back around to the front 3 times. So what you're not doing is kind of lifting up and over like that. We're sweeping across the floor, breathing naturally, okay? So knees up. This arm stays where it is in line with the shoulder. So your palm is down at the front. We're going to stretch the fingertips. Push all the time. Sweep the floor, hopefully. You're going to look up, turn the palm up as you come around behind you. Try to release into the chest, shoulders and back. So your palm stays facing up until you then cross over the thigh and face forward again and bring the palms together. So you'll do 3 on this side. And then you'll come onto your back and bring your knees to your chest. So when you come around behind you, really try to release into the upper body as much as you can. I'll do another one. Isn't it nice doing it on your own floor and not dirty studio floors, though, everybody? You know what you're putting your hands in, what you're sweeping. So onto your back, you'll curl up, and then you'll swap over and do the other side. We always would hover just above the floor on some of the old studios. So we're tucking the knees in line with the hips. That arm that stays there is in line with the shoulder. We stretch the fingertips. You reach forward all the way around. You look up, turn the palm up. You kind of follow that arm around behind you. And then the palm turns down as you come back around to the front of your body. Breathe, don't hold the breath, but keep that lengthening towards the fingertips all of the time. I never thought I'd love online yoga as much as I do. Who even knew it was a thing, though, last year? And now here we all are in the comfort of our own homes, everybody together. So when you've done 3 this side, we're not going to come onto your back. You're going to come into child's pose once you've done them all. So this time you're going to push up and then into child's pose when you're ready. We'll turn around and look outdoors. So as always, whichever position is most comfortable for you. And then releasing into your upper body. We drop in the shoulders, relaxing your back and your face. And then bring your arms around in front of you. And then walk your fingers forward, push the hips back. And then walk over to the left, so you're over the left thigh, and then again walk the fingers forward, so you feel it more down the right side. And then over to the right, and the same again. And then gently back to the center. So relax your arms, relax your head down, and then arms around behind you. So you clasp your fingers together, extend the arms, draw the shoulders back, gently lift your arms up and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then if you need to, you move your forehead forwards, not squashing the back of your neck. And then release and let your arms relax back down. And then come up onto your hands and knees. So knees are hip to shoulder width, hands shoulder width, that slight bend in your elbows. So you breathe in, tuck the tailbone in, push up through your shoulder blades, chin tucks in, and then breathing out gently back down. So you drop your back, lift your head, tailbone up. And then again, breathe in, tuck in, push up through your shoulder blades, chin tucks in, and then breathing out gently back down, tailbone lifts. And then breathing naturally, bring your back so it's flat. And then your hands forward for your back stretch, the arms straight, hips up high, chin or forehead down towards the floor. So you're trying to release the chest down as much as you can, using the breath to release. And then elbows to the floor, you're going to bring your palms together, and then very gently just start to lift your hands up towards your head, just to where it's comfortable, releasing into your upper body as much as you can. And then we're coming forward into a sphinx. So tuck the tailbone in, come forward, open the arms. So hips down, chest up. So elbows under your shoulders, your hands in line with your elbows. Just gently edge the feet in. Press onto your arms, lift the chest. Chin tucks in, you relax your lower body. As always, if your back is uncomfortable, contract the buttocks slightly. You can rest your head on your hands if you need to come out of it. All the time, keep the chest lifted, so don't start to sink down into your shoulders. And then take your elbows out, hands forward, head on your hands. So contract your buttocks, push your hips down towards the floor. And then relax. Bend your right knee. You're going to hold that foot in your right hand, heel to buttock. Push your hips forward, and then push back into your hand with that foot. And then release and do the same on the other side. So heel to buttock, hips push forward, pushing into your hand with that foot. And then release. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. So push up to your hands and knees, really arch your back up. Sit back to your heels. Walk your fingers forward, push the hips back. And then when you're ready, relax your arms, come into child's pose and those deep breaths. So releasing into your upper body with your out breath. And then when you're ready, back to your hands and knees, the same position as before. And then take your right leg out, so your toes are down, and then you push your heel back and down to stretch your calf. And then you ease off the stretch, tuck the tailbone in. Left arm's going to come all the way up. So going to open the chest, reach up. So as always, if you prefer, you can just bring your hand into your lower back, okay? So palm forward, right elbow soft, gently trying to roll the rib cage around. And then we're going to thread the needles. We're going to face forward. That left arm's going to come through. Bend the right elbow, and then your left shoulder and your left side of your head to the floor, and then that right arm up if you're happy to. Again, if you prefer, just place your hand in your lower back. And then if you feel adventurous, you draw your navel to your spine and lift your right foot off the floor, everybody, but you don't have to. Don't fall into your coffee table or anything. It's hazardous online yoga. So if you've lifted, bring the foot back down, then your right hand back down is going to push back up, come onto your hands and knees, arch your back up, tuck your chin in, and then back flat. So left leg out, toes down, heel back and down. I've done that a few times this week now. I'm in good practice, you see now. Oh, he's starting his chainsaw back up, everybody. He's had his tea break. So we're going to ease off. So chest up, right arm's going to come up. It's going to open the chest. Don't go too far back with that right arm. Hand stays in line with your shoulder. Chest nice and lifted. And we're going to come forward, thread the needles. You look to the floor, right arm underneath the left. So you're going to bend the left elbow, right shoulder, right side of head down, left arm up. So palm is forward, not too far back if you prefer, hand in the lower back. And then if you wish, you bring that left foot off the floor, using the abdominals to keep yourself steady. Breathe, everyone. And then leg back down if you've lifted. Left hand down, so you're going to push back up, bring the knee in, and then just sit back, and then walk your fingers forward and push the hips back. And then release into child's pose and take a few breaths. And then lift your head and chest, and then carefully come up onto your knees. So your knees are hip width, and then your right foot forward. So you shuffle your foot forward, bend your knees, sink down. So knee stays above your ankle, right arm, right thigh, left hand in the lower back. We open the chest, we roll the rib cage around, either stay as you are. If you're happy to, right hand down inside the right foot or down onto a block, and then the left arm up, so your palm faces forward. So drop the left shoulder down, but try and roll the rib cage around. Lift up and away from that right shoulder. And then come forward. So hands either side of that right foot, relax down. Either stay as you are with that left knee down. If you're happy to, you can bring your toes down and then lift your knee into a lunge. And then just lift the chest and sink your hips to the floor. Opposite hand, so left hand down. First of all, bring the right hand in the lower back. Lift the chest, roll the rib cage around, and then if you're happy to, that right arm up. So your palm is forward, chest is lifted, still just trying to sink the hips down towards the floor. And breathe, everybody, of course. Come forward, bring that hand back down. So carefully lower that left knee, flatten that foot, bring that right knee back so again your hip width. So you lift back up onto your knees, left foot forward, you shuffle forward, bend your knees. So knee above your ankle, make sure it's not going further forward. Left arm, left thigh, right hand lower back, open your chest first of all. Then if you're happy to, left hand down, but don't kind of lean into that shoulder. And then the right arm up, so your palm is forward. Chest lifted, lifting up away from that left shoulder, soften the right. And then come forward. So hands either side of your foot, relax down. Either keeping the right knee down or toes down, lift that knee into that lunge, lift the chest. Right hand is down, left hand in the lower back. So you lift the chest, try and roll the rib cage around, and then if you're happy to, left arm up. So you're pressing into that right hand to lift up from the right shoulder, soften the left, use the breath. And then again, come forward. And then carefully lower that right knee back down, flatten your foot, take the left leg back. So just bring the hands in towards the knees, bring the toes to the floor, and then walk back onto the balls of your feet. Straighten the legs, roll the heels down, and then relax down over your legs. So pushing the hips up, tucking the chin in. Again, use the breath to release. Hold your elbows, pull on your arms, lift through your hips. And then turn, so your left elbow is in front of your right knee. And then come across to the other side. Whole of the upper body comes across, not just your arms. And to the center. And then unfold your arms. Bend the knees, drop the hips, lift your head and chest. Press into your feet, lengthen your spine. So you breathe in, reach all the way up. Breathe out, take your arms down. Roll your shoulders. And the other way. And then we should do the earth salutation, everyone. So feet hip width. Spread the toes as much as you can. So toes forward. Roll the shoulders forward, back and down. Really drop the shoulder blades down and then close your eyes. Making sure your weight is evenly spread beneath your feet. Knees soft. Gently tucking the tailbone in. Lengthening your spine, relaxing your shoulders. Really feel rooted and grounded to the earth through the soles of your feet. Keeping your eyes closed if you can to focus inwards. And if you're lost with the breathing, just breathe naturally. So you clasp your fingers together in front so your palms are turned upwards. You breathe in, lift your hands up to your chest. Breathe out, turn the palms down, push down. Breathe in, reach forward and up above your head, keep the tailbone in. And then breathing out, arms down by your side. 2 more. So you breathe in as you lift. Breathe out, push down. Breathe in, reach up, tailbone stays tucked in. Breathing out, arms down. Do 1 more the same. So you lift the hands, drawing energy up from the earth. Push down and ground yourself. So you breathe in as you lift. And as your arms come down, you step your feet apart. And then breathe in as the hands come up. Breathe out, bend the knees, push down. Breathe in, straighten the legs, reach up. Breathing out, arms down. And then again, 2 more. So bend the knees as you push down. Breathe in, straighten and lift. Same again. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out, bend the knees and push. Breathe in, straighten and lift. And as your arms come down, you turn that right leg out, left heel back. So you face the right foot. You breathe in and lift. Breathe out, bend the right knee and push. Breathe in, straighten and lift. Breathing out, arms down. And then again, 2 more. So you bend the knee, push forward. Breathe in, straighten and lift. Breathing out, arms down. And again. And then on the third one, as your arms come down, change the legs around. So left leg out, right heel back. So you breathe in, lift. Breathe out, bend the knee and push. Breathe in, straighten and lift. Breathing out, arms down. And then again, 2 more. So this time pushing back to that right foot to stay grounded. So you breathe in, lift. Breathe out, bend that left knee and push. Breathe in, straighten and lift. And as your arms come down, both feet face forward. You breathe in as the hands come up. Breathe out, fold from the hips, come down. Flat back. So you breathe in, reach forward and up. And then breathing out, arms down. 2 more. So when you lift, you push into your heels and lengthen forward from your hips. And then on the third one, as your arms come down, just step your feet back in, keep your eyes closed, relax the shoulders. So deep breath, releasing with your out breath, being aware of the space around you, being rooted and grounded to the earth through the soles of your feet. And then bring your chin to your chest, open your eyes. Again, check the feet at hip width. So hip to shoulder width, toes forward, knees soft. We're going to clasp your fingers together behind you, draw the shoulders back. Breathe in, lift from the hips. Breathe out, lengthen your spine, reach forward. Start to draw the shoulders back, and then you lift your arms up as you come down and tuck your chin in. And then you very gently bend the left knee. Take your left shoulder towards that knee. You look up towards the right. Open the chest. We're trying to bring the right shoulder and the rib cage up. And then push the right hip up as well. And breathe. And then center yourself carefully. So bend the right knee not too far. We tip the right shoulder towards that knee. Look up towards the left. Try and open the chest. So ease the shoulder and the rib cage around. Push that left hip and left buttock up towards the ceiling. Breathe, everybody. And then again, just carefully center yourself. Rest the hands on the lower back. Relax your shoulders. Bring the arms around in front. And then walk your hands around to one side. Over to the other side. And then to center. Bend the knees, drop the hips. You lift your head and chest, press into your feet. You're going to breathe in as you reach up. Keep the arms up, and then breathe down and drop your shoulders. Then you turn your right palm up towards the ceiling, and you hold that wrist with your left hand. Like that sort of thing, everybody. And then you breathe in, you lift from the hips. You breathe out. You tip to your left, and then you gently pull on that right arm to deepen the stretch down that right side of your body, keeping the tailbone tucked in, your knees soft, and not holding your breath, everybody. Use the abdominals. Breathe into the center, and then breathe out. Change over. So left palm up. You hold that wrist to wherever's comfortable. Breathe in, lift from the hips. So you breathe out. You tip to your right, and then you pull on that left arm to deepen the stretch. And you must breathe, and you must keep your knees soft, and you must keep your tailbone tucking under, everybody. And then breathe in, lift back up, and then breathe out. Take your arms down, roll your shoulders, and the other way. And then bend the knees, tuck the tailbone in, and gently fold forward. And then come up. And then bring your feet apart. So toes forward and your weight to the outside edges of your feet. So you clasp your fingers together behind you. You draw the shoulders back. Breathe in, lift from the hips. Breathe out, lengthen your spine, reach forward. Start to lift your arms as you come all the way down. Tuck your chin in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, keeping the hips lifted. Rest your hands on the lower back, relax your shoulders, and then carefully bring the arms around in front, and then bring your left hand to the center so your fingers are in line with your toes, or again onto a block. So you straighten that arm, you lift the chest, right arm up, and then you open the chest. So again, you're rolling the rib cage around. If you prefer, you place that hand in your lower back. Keep the weight on the outside edges of your feet. And then release, come forward. So right hand down, chest up, and then left arm up. Open your chest. Hands in line with your shoulder, not too far back. If you prefer, just place it into your lower back, and then lift up from that right shoulder. And then release, come forward. And then your hands to the front of your thighs. Bend your knees, drop your hips, lift your head and chest, press into your feet. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out, roll your shoulders. And the other way. And then we're coming into a triangle. So you turn your right leg out, left heel back. Use the wall if you want to use the wall. So hips forward, tailbone in, shoulders back. Toes spread nicely, everybody. So you breathe in, lift from the hips. Breathe out, reach right first of all, and then tip. So right hand towards the back of the right leg, left arm up. Keeping that straight line down the side of your body. So if you're tipping forwards, lift up, stay further up, and then open up from there. Tailbones tucking in. Then if you want to deepen the stretch, you bring your arm towards your ear with your palm towards the floor. Your face is relaxed. You know this, everybody. I'll remind you though, because you know it's not always still relaxed, is it? Use the breath to let go. And then if you've taken your arm over, bring it back up. Use the abdominals. Breathe in as you lift. We're going to keep the shoulders up as you breathe out and switch legs. Arms up, I meant, not shoulders. So left leg out, right heel back. Center yourself, tailbone in. Breathe in left. Breathe out, reach left. You tip to where is right for you. So we're trying to keep that straight line. We're trying to keep that right hip back. Soften the right shoulder, tailbone tucks in. And then if you want to, that arm towards your ear, your palm towards the floor. Just gently looking under your arm, trying to roll the shoulder and rib cage around. Breathe, everyone. Relax your jaw, keep the tailbone tucked in, use your abdominals. And then if your arms come over, it comes back up, use the abdominals. Breathe in as you lift, feet forward. Breathe out from the hips, you relax back down. Ease into your neck, gently turn your head from side to side. And then to the center. Bend your knees if you need to bring your hands down to shoulder width. Walk your hands forward as far as you can, keeping the heels down, spread the fingers wide. And then the weight goes forward towards your hands as you press your heels down into the floor, first of all. And then as you would for downward dog, the hips go up. Release into your upper body, tuck your chin in, pull your shoulder blades down your back. And then lift your heels, come up onto your toes to work for your feet and your ankles. And then roll the heels back down. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Bring your heels and toes in once or twice. Hands to the front of your thighs. Into your half squat, lift your head, don't rush. And then when you're ready, use your legs. So you're going to breathe in, push up, breathe out, and have a shake about, everybody. And then you're going to lie down on your front for a crocodile, everyone. So we're going to come down and then just bring your elbows forward and rest your head on your hands, first of all, just however it feels comfortable. And then if you need to ease into your back, you can track the buttocks and push the hips to the floor and then just relax for a few breaths, releasing everything down to the floor as you breathe out. And then lengthen your lower body. So you ease your feet down the mat, you lengthen away from the hips, big toes touch, and then relax your legs. Then bring your chin to the floor and then clasp your fingers together in your lower back. So making sure that when we lift the upper body, the lower body stays completely relaxed. So if it means you don't come up too far, that is absolutely fine. So deep breaths for your energy. And then when you're ready, you're going to breathe out and just very gently lift your chest. Not so far that you start to tense the lower body. Okay, chin stays tucked in. You're going to extend the arms, draw the shoulders back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So legs are still relaxed. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, you see if you can lift the arms, maybe the chest up slightly further, but again, the legs are still relaxed. If you come up too far, you'll start to tense the lower body and just strain. And we don't want to strain, everybody. You release your hands, you bring them forward, and then again, you rest your head on your hands. Contract your buttocks, push your hips to the floor, and then relax. That's put me off. When you're ready, we're going to breathe out, gently lift the chest. So we're looking to the floor, we're not squashing the neck, legs are relaxed. Draw the shoulders back, extend the arms, take a deep breath in. Breathe out, lift the arms. See if you can bring the chest up, but don't push the chin forward. Don't tense the lower body. Don't hold your breath. Lots of don'ts, everyone. And then release the arms carefully. This time bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up to your hands and knees. So really arch your back up as you come up. Really push through the shoulder blades. Sit back to your heels. Walk your fingers forward, push the hips back. And then when you're ready, release your arms into child's pose and some deep breaths. So really releasing into your upper body as you breathe out. And then when you're ready, carefully curling up to be seated for a forward bend, everyone. So legs out in front, shuffle forward onto your sitting bones, sit on a block or cushion if you prefer. So toes stay up, you breathe in, lift from the hips, breathe out, lengthen your spine, reach forward, and then just relax your arms down to wherever they reach, tucking the chin in, focusing on the breath. So breathing in, you lengthen forward from the hips and reach towards your feet. And then breathing out, just gently try to release and relax down. Again, keeping the chin tucked in. So we're trying to lengthen the spine as we breathe in and stretch forward. Breathing out, release, let go. Okay, then from the hips, you're going to breathe in, reach all the way back up. And then breathe out, take the arms down. So we're going to do another forward bend with bent knees. So you're going to bend the knees just kind of in front of you like that. You're going to hold the back of the thighs, hold the elbows if you can. So you might want to start at the wrist. You're going to lift from the hips, fold your chest towards the thighs, and just try and wrap your arms underneath you and tuck the chin in. So we're just going to keep the chest lifted, again the spine long, but just try and close that gap. So you can tuck in further if you need to. You can take the legs out further if you want to, as long as you're keeping together with the chest and the thighs. Still lengthening as you breathe in, relaxing down as you breathe out. And if you want to, after a while, take the feet further, do so. And then just release the arms from underneath. You lift the chest back up, bring your hands behind, feet flat to the floor, and then lift your hips up. And if it's comfortable, relax your head back. And then carefully lower your hips, lift your head. Come into a comfortable sitting position. Cow's head arms, first of all, everybody. Just for a last little bit on the L shoulders. So right arm, we're going to lift up, so stretch up, bend the elbow, and then just try and bring your elbow back, but try not to push forward with your head and neck. Left arm stretch up, lengthen all the way around behind you, and then see if you can grab your fingers. If not, you can grab something else, like a sock or something. So we stay nice and upright, and then gently release. So left arm, we're going to reach up, bend the elbow, and then ease that elbow back. Head is up. Stretch up with the right arm. Lengthen all the way around. Keep that length into the fingertips. Bend your elbows. See what there is this side. I don't like this side as much. Head up, everybody. So where do you feel the tension most? Back to the arms, the shoulders, or around the upper back and shoulder blades. Okay, carefully release again. Roll the shoulders. And the other way. And then just take the feet forward and relax towards the knees. And then tuck your feet in all the way. Wrap your arms around your legs. So chin tucks in, relax the upper body. And then if you can, you lift the heels and toes as you sink into your tailbone. Relax your legs, let the knees push forward into your arms. Closing your eyes if you feel steady. And then release. Again, into a comfortable sitting position. So closing your eyes, lengthening your spine and relaxing your shoulders, breathing naturally. Gently bring your chin to your chest to lengthen the back of your neck. And then bring your head to the center and then carefully take your head back and open your mouth. And then gently to the center. And then turn your head to the right, so chin towards your shoulder. And then to the center and gently to the left. And then to the center. Tilt your head to the right, so your ear towards your shoulder. And then bring your chin down towards your right collarbone. And then gently to the center. And then tilt your head to the left. And then your chin down to the left collarbone. And then gently to the center. Then again, bring your chin to your chest and just gently ease your shoulders back and down. And then keep your eyes closed, just gently lift your head back up again. And bring your fingertips to touch in front of your center to raise the life force. So you breathe in, you lift your hands up to your chest. You hold your breath, open your arms, keep your breath held. Bring your fingertips to touch in front of your chest. Breathe out as you lower your hands back down to your center. So you breathe in, you lift, drawing energy up from the earth. You hold the breath, open your arms, you offer and receive energy through the fingertips. Close that circuit, touch them together. Breathe out, draw that down to your center and ground yourself. Do one more, and then when you finish, just rest the hands down and breathe naturally. And then whenever you're ready, just relax forward, either to the floor in front or feet forward with bent knees and relaxing down towards your knees. And then when you're ready, release and make yourselves comfortable to lie down and relax, everybody. Okay, so making sure you're comfortable first of all. So just making any adjustments that you need to. And then when you're ready, just take 2 or 3 deep breaths. And as you breathe out, just let go, feel heavy, and sink down towards the floor. And then breathing naturally, just relax your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Relax your calves, your knees, and your thighs, all the way up to your hips. And make sure that your stomach and chest both feel comfortable and relaxed. And if you need to, just ease your lower back down towards the floor. And then let go, relax your back and allow your shoulder blades to slide down towards your waist. And as you relax your shoulders, just let them fall away from your ears and down towards the floor. And then relax all the way down the length of your arms, down to your elbows, your wrists, and right the way down to your fingertips. And make sure that your neck and head both feel comfortable and relaxed as you relax all of the muscles in your face, your cheeks, your jaw, and your tongue in your mouth. And relax your eyes and eyelids as they gently close. And then let go, relax your brow, your forehead, and your scalp. So your whole body, from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes, feels completely relaxed. And then connect with your breath. And that gentle, effortless rhythm as you breathe naturally. And be aware of the soft, cool in-breath, moving in through your nostrils into the back of your throat. And the warm, releasing out-breath that moves down to your center and all the way down the length of your spine. And be aware of the subtle movement of your chest and abdomen, rising up as you breathe in and relaxing down towards the floor each time you breathe out. And keeping your awareness within yourself, just watch that gentle rhythm. And just use your breath to relax your body and still your mind. Really feeling that sense of letting go each time you breathe out. Aiming to let go of any thoughts you may have. Let go of any tension you may feel. And let go of your body as you melt into the floor. And whenever your mind begins to wander, just bring your focus back to that gentle, effortless rhythm of your breath. So then just bring your awareness back to your body and back to the room. And be aware of the floor underneath you and the space around you. Be aware of your body and how you feel, and whether you feel any different now to how you did when you first lie down at the start. And again, just notice that gentle rhythm of your breath as you breathe naturally. And then start to move your fingers and toes and anything else you need to move. So just do whatever feels right for you. And then when you're ready to come up, just turn onto one side first. And in your own time, just come up to a comfortable sitting position, closing your eyes and focusing on your breath. And then once you're seated, just really feel rooted and grounded to the earth through the base of your spine. Again, just be aware of that rise and fall of your chest and abdomen. Just allowing yourself to be still just one more time. And then deepen your breath, feeling energized as you breathe in and feeling that sense of letting go as you breathe out.